So on the last 4 problems here, we're going to assume that 0, 0 is the center of the transformation where it's appropriate. And what we're looking for is we're going to be mapping these in words, so describing what's happening, and then we're going to use the point -3, 2 for x, y to see what maybe the example would be for each of these problems. So looking at this rule right here, and by the way, each of these should have a prime because that would be the transformation. This one, the x went opposite, but x and y stayed in the same position. When they stay in the same position and one of the letters goes opposite, we've got a reflection. So we reflected over, let's see, y-axis, y stays the same, it's the x that goes opposite. So we reflected over the y-axis. Now, if we're going to take this point, -3, 2, and we're going to do the opposite of the x, opposite of -3 makes it +3, and that y stays the same, that means that my new ordered pair here is going to be 3, 2. Now, if you look at this next one, anytime we add or subtract numbers away from x and y, we've definitely got a translation. Okay, the translation is going to be right or even left A units, and it's going to be up or down B units. So in this case, if we take that -3, 2, and we're going to translate it, really what that's going to do is take -3 and we're going to add whatever A was to it. And it's going to take that 2 and we're going to add whatever that B was to it. So that's going to be the answer for this one right here. On number 27, what I see again is x and y in the same position, but one of them went opposite, but this time it's the other one. So I know I've got myself a reflection. So this reflected over, let's see what it is. Reflect over the x-axis, x stays the same. So that means that this is over the x-axis. So if we take that -3, 2 again, and we reflect it, the x stays the same, so the -3 stays the same, and this becomes opposite in value. So now it becomes a -2. So in this case, it would be -3, -2. And finally, on this one here, you'll see that your y and your x, they switched positions, like they flip-flopped, and one of them went opposite. That definitely means we have a rotation. Now, what we have to think of is which one it is. X went opposite. And so think about it this way. 270 degrees, counterclockwise, 270 degrees, find the opposite of x and switch them. So this is a rotation of 270 degrees counterclockwise or 90 degrees clockwise. Now let's go ahead and do that with our -3, +2. 270 degrees, find the opposite of this x, which makes it +3, and now switch it. So that makes it 2, +3. So that would be our final order pair here is 2, +3.